It's 48 degrees, 10 minutes after 8 o'clock. Good morning to you. This is a neat week in the Hudson Valley. This is the week of HV Gives, when we're going to ask you, everybody, to give what you can to local nonprofit organizations. And I've got some folks here from one of them. Ryan Boniface is here, who is the shelter manager at the Walden Humane Society. Hi, Ryan. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
And you brought three friends with you. You brought a human who decided he's not on the air, so we'll just wave hi. And then you brought two dogs.
I did. I brought two brothers. They came in from a kill shelter down in North Carolina. We help with as many as we can once a month. We pull a couple off the euthanasia list. And these boys were going to be euthanized just for space reasons because they don't have
just because it's so crowded.
Yes, down in the South.
I hear a little bit of whimpering there.
Yeah.
They'd like to get down and run around a little bit, I think. So now that one is...
This is Nugget. And that is Nibbles.
What breed? I know people like to ask. And
so like I was just saying before, Walden Humane's trying to get away from breed labeling. So we try to classify all of our dogs as non-purebred dogs or mutts.
Okay.
So these guys, if you were trying to look to categorize them as a breed, we would say a small breed.
Yep, they're little.
And then I would also classify them as a pug or a chihuahua mix.
Okay, yeah, they're bigger than a chihuahua.
Yeah, they're bigger than a chihuahua.
But they're still small. I mean, he fits on your lap.
Yeah, they're roughly about 21 pounds each.
Okay.
Yep.
And now they're siblings.
Yep.
And are you going to adopt them together?
We would love for them to stay together.
Okay.
But if it doesn't happen that way, then we just suggest having another dog in the home so they still have a buddy when they go to their forever home.
Okay. Now, they're not really trained yet to like sit, speak, shake hands and all of that, because you don't know much of their story, I guess, before they came to you from the other shelter.
Yep.
It's like you don't know if they were, at a hoarding situation or what.
So we have to learn them from A to Z. But learning today on our drive over here, these boys love the car rides. And they were terrific in the car. And I would also say that they're house trained. They keep their kennel very clean. Before we came in here today, they did go pee and poop. So that is awesome, and that's what mostly everyone's looking for in a home. Of course, you might have a couple accidents because of the transitional period of going into a new home, but I'll say these boys are pretty easygoing for their future homes.
Now, when my dog, I adopted her from the Walden Humane Society, and I've had other animals that have come from there over the years, and I noticed that most of the cages for the dogs are full of pit bull mixes. And I had a pit as a kid, and it was the sweetest dog I ever knew. Learned to climb a ladder and learned so many tricks and things, and was just a sweetheart. What's the deal?
So, we do have a lot of, non-purebred dogs that are mixed breed mutts. And some of them, we do classify them as pit bulls. But I'll tell you, until we do that DNA test, blah, 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 that half of them, most dogs that are mixed breed have about some percentage of pit bull in them. But everyone gives them that bad rap. But I'll tell you, some of my best dogs in my kennel right now are some great pitties.
Yeah.
They are good with kids. They're good with humans. They're just big
babies.
Hippopotamuses that want to just lay around and bask in the sun.
The Walden Humane Society has, I remember when you built the cat room.
Yep.
And how many cats do you have right now?
So roughly, altogether, we average from roughly 130 to 150 canines and felines, and that is spread out between 3 locations: our actual Walden Humane Society shelter, PetSmart in Middletown, and PetSmart in Monroe.
Oh, I didn't realize you had that relationship with PetSmart.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
We roughly have anywhere between 4 to 10 cats at both PetSmart locations up for adoption.
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, it's just cats there.
Yep, just cats.
Okay. And if people have questions or anything, they probably would want to go to your website. You have pictures of the animals there?
All of our available animals have photos and a little bios on them on our website.
Which is?
WaldenHumane.org.
That's easy. Okay.
And you guys are more than welcome to stop in anytime at 2489 Albany Post Road. That is our shelter's location. We accept walk-ins anywhere between 12 to 4 p.m. during the day.
And let me think now. If someone sees an animal and you want to adopt it, how affordable is it to adopt?
It's very affordable. I mean, we're one of the lowest adoption fees in the Hudson Valley. It is $125 for an adult cat, $150 for a kitten, $450 for a puppy, and $275 for an adult dog. All of our animals are up to date on all their shots, spayed and neutered, microchipped, and all the appropriate vaccines and tests that they need.
That's everything.
That's everything.
So if you had to take your animal to the vet to get half of that stuff done, you'd be going over that. So your vet bills must be impressive.
Yes.
And that's part of what you're hoping to get help with at HV Gives.
Yes. So into a little bit about HV Gives. It's a day of giving fueled by the power of social media and collaboration.
And it's this Wednesday. It's the day after tomorrow.
It's this Wednesday,
Yep.
Wednesday the 15th. Hudson Valley Gives is an innovative, is an initiative of the Community Foundation of Orange and Sullivan County that puts on this day of giving for nonprofits throughout the Hudson Valley.
Yep.
We are one of those nonprofits. We have been in operation for 50 years this year. So our goal for our Hudson Valley Gives this year is $5,050. So 50 years already in operation, and
50.
then 50 years for the future.
Okay. So you're asking people to go to hvgives.org and give a couple bucks.
Absolutely. $1, $5, it all goes a long way. And the more people we have with those $1, $5 donations, that's where we'll absolutely reach our goal. So we need everyone and everyone's help.
We need to get some pictures on Facebook of
Nibbles and Nuggets.
Nibbles and Nuggets and let people know this is the kind of puppy you can find. But you've got some great pictures. Didn't you get a photographer in to take glamour shots of the animals?
We actually had Adam Pass, which is a local photographer, come in and get some glamour shots of our cats and dogs. And they came out amazing.
Yes, I've seen some of them. Yeah, I love it, the ones with the tongue hanging out.
Yes. He gets some good action shots.
Yes. So you can see those, of course, on the website, also waldenhumane.org. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back to talk more with Ryan Boniface of the Walden Humane Society on Wall Radio. 820, 49 degrees at Wall Radio. With me in the studio are guests from the Humane Society of Walden. The human is Ryan Boniface, and then we have Nuggets and Nibbles. Nuggets is plural.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So they're both plural. Yeah. Nuggets and Nibbles. They're brothers. They're adorable. They're like brownish, light brown colored little things. Like if they sit on your lap, they fill up your lap.
They do.
Yeah. And they are up for adoption right now.
Mm-hmm.
Are there pictures online too?
They are.
Oh, okay.
And they were actually posted on our Facebook page this morning saying we're on our way to Wall Radio.
Oh, that's so nice. That's very good. And yes, and they're the stars. Every now and then you hear a little, that's them. So now you had some things coming up that I know you wanted to talk about. You're always looking for people, for volunteers. To do what?
To volunteers. So we have our main programs is we have our Sunday Fun Day dog walk at Winding Hills Park, where you'd come to the shelter in the morning, and then we'd match you up with a pup for you to take it out for an outing for a couple hours, so it gets the pup out of the shelter and it gets it into a new environment, so it gets to decompress a little bit and have a little vacation field trip out of the shelter.
And get used to new people, too.
Exactly.
That's all good, yeah.
And then on Fridays, between 4 to 6 p.m., we have rescue readers where kids can come in and read to the animals. And then we have coffee chats, too, where you can come in and chat us up with a cup of coffee, see what we're doing, see how you can help, and to meet with our animals. Even if you're not ready to adopt, we love to have people come in and just socialize and interact with our animals.
Makes sense, yes. And you had something to foster cats, too, you
Yes.
said.
And then our big cat program is we are always looking for fosters for our felines. Kitten season's hitting its way through us. So we do have quite a bit of bottle babies. We do have some older cats that are looking for foster for some socialization.
Mm-hmm.
So those are ways that if you're not ready to adopt, those are ways that we tremendously need your help too.
Okay, so now if you take on a commitment to foster, how long does that mean the animal would live with you?
It would depend on the animal. For usual bottle babies, it's usually a 3-month commitment because they are babies, and then we have to wait till they're of weight and age to get altered.
Okay, that's fair. That's 3 months. It's like renting a cat.
It is. And then some of our adult cats that we like to put out in socialization foster, we ask usually 2 to 3 weeks just to see how they do in a home-like setting, and then see if we can adopt the cat right from your home-like setting right into its future or forever home.
Oh, I had a cat that hid in the closet for the first 3 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, it took a while. You never know. I adopted one cat that had been in the shelter for over a year, different shelter than yours, but over a year, and it took 4 years before he would sit on my lap.
Aww.
I was so honored when it finally happened.
Absolutely.
And that's the rewarding thing, though, about adopting a shelter animal. They know the difference. They know when they've got it good.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, all right. So we need to send people to your website, waldenhumane.org. You can see all the great work that they do.
Yes.
And we also need to send people to hvgives.org. Because on Wednesday is the big day. Now, you could donate money today.
You could.
But on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, we get these little incentives through the Community Foundation where at midnight, whoever gets the first donation, that nonprofit gets an additional little funding from the Community Foundation.
Yeah.
So there's prizes throughout the entire day for us nonprofits with you donors that if you donate between 12 and 1, there's little lunch hour special
Incentives.
Incentives.
That's
thank
the
you.
word. Yeah. And all day long, HV Gives goes from midnight to midnight. It's 24 full hours, right down to the second.
Yes. And you'll see us Walden Humane individuals be out in the community. We're going to be traveling the community, trying to interact with people out in the public, trying to get their donations so we can really hit our goal. That's
a great idea.
Huge thing for us is hitting our goal this year.
Okay, so Nibbles and Nuggets will be with you probably.
Probably, or hopefully they'll get adopted maybe.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice
Before
if they were
then?
adopted before then.
Yeah.
How long does the average dog have to live with you before somebody gives them a forever home?
It all depends on the dog and the
yeah.
story that comes with it. I don't know if you all saw, but we had a dog chained to our post at the end of our driveway last week.
I saw the story.
But amazing news, with his story and everything, we got him vetted this past week, all ready to go, and he was adopted on Friday.
Boom.
So 1 week for him in and out of the door. So that was amazing. But Nibbles and Nugs have been with us for about 2 to 3 weeks now. So it really depends on what everyone's looking for and if our animals can really snatch them in and win them over so we can get them in our door.
Do more people look for the look and the breed, or do they go for the personality?
So they do go for more of the look and the breed, but I always tell everyone, meet their personality, because that's what's really going to win you over. Because, I mean, you could have a little Chihuahua that has big dog personality.
Sure.
So we always say meet with the personality, because that's what's going to win your heart over.
That's for sure. Yes, every time. And the dog that I adopted is beautiful, but she's funny and she's silly and she's very loyal and loving.
Awesome.
And couldn't ask for anything better.
We love that.
Yeah. And I think you at the shelters and various other shelters that I've worked with also do a noticeably wonderful job of socializing the animals.
Aw, thank you.
If they came from a difficult situation, or like these guys, they came from who knows what, but here they are sitting on your laps and whimpering a little because they want to go probably chew on my shoes that I took off. but they're so nice, and they're learning to sit because you're helping them.
Yep. And this is socialization for them too.
Part of the work that you do.
Exactly.
I appreciate it. It's nice to see so much.
Thank you.
Good luck. happy anniversary with your 50th year.
Thank you.
And good luck on Wednesday with HV
Thank you
Gives.
so much. And everyone, please come out and help us reach our goal.
That's right. Please support the Walden Humane Society, or if there's another one that's closer to where you live, that's fair. That's fair. They all cooperate with each other. But you can look at the list of nonprofits who are cooperating with HV Gives. When you go to hvgives.org, pick your favorite, pick the closest, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. I'm so glad that you were able to come here today. Nibbles, Nuggets, you be good boys. And thank you. All right, it's 8:27. I've got time to slip in a song here. And before the news, we're going to do that. Here's Mariah Carey on Wall.